Cali's active. What up? Today is Sunday. It is January, the 12th, I believe.
Another day.
2025. Another one. I'm grateful to be here. What's up, y'all? And I'm glad y'all with us. So yeah, I say that to say Cali is active, as you can see, right? A lot of shit going on in the city, in the county, but I'm here for it, and I hope y'all are too. So, as my brother was saying earlier, before we got here, we are in a very, very strange time right now. It's a time I've never seen before. I've seen forest fires and a bunch of other fires in California before in the past, but not like this. Not like this. Now, I'm not gonna say it's affecting everybody, but on some level, obviously, everybody is affected at some point, on some level. But yeah, nonetheless, I think we should stick together, y'all. We should stick together. We in this together, whether you like it or not.
Right.
I've heard some people say that they was even kind of happy that this shit was going on, you know, because a lot of the places are starting to burn down. That was in like the little rich neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? Palisades, all that shit, you know, Santa Monica, all that good shit. You know, I'm a West LA baby. We West LA. So it kind of sucks to hear that, but you know, shit is life, man. Shit goes on. They'll find another way.
I'm curious to see what trajectory this puts LA on for sure, man. There's gonna be some major changes happening. But I'm saying that to say, either way, LA, we must stick together, right? It's West Coast. So, on another note, what kind of conversation we having today, bro?
Shit, I want to say, let's touch on shit, distraction.
Miss Parker. All right, let's go.
Miss Parker.
Focus.
All right, let me go on my notes, see what I had.
Gangbang activity.
So, I want to talk about alchemy, mental alchemy. Basically, what I mean by that, you guys can look up the word alchemy. That's what we got Google for. I'm not gonna break down the word alchemy for you, but what I'm basically getting at by saying mental alchemy, basically mean turning the bad into good. You know what I mean? Taking what the day gives you and turning it into something. Take that energy, that negative energy, that fear, that pain, that anger, use it. Use whatever the day gave you today and use it for something good. Kind of like what we're doing. We take whatever the day gave us today, we transfer that shit into something good. We transmute that shit. You hear me? That's called alchemy. That's called mental alchemy. Look it up. You know what I mean? What I tend to do is if I'm stressed out, I'm gonna do that anyway. I work out. Shit, I use that energy. You know what I mean? I go in. I work out. Go write a song. You know what I'm saying? That's the alchemy, bro. And you gotta use that shit every single day. You know what I mean?
So for instance, if you are one of those people who are involved in what's going on right now with the fires and all whatever negativity is going on in this world, what are you doing to transfer that energy into something positive?
Right. As opposed to letting it control you.
Right. So you had a bad day today at work. What are you doing to use that situation and turn it into something positive? What are you doing to do that? You know?
So,
hey. Turn something negative into something positive, basically. Right.
Because we here regardless, man. If you woke up today, man, you here for a reason. Don't forget that.
Right.
You hear me? So, might as well try to use what you got, what the day gave you, and make something out of it. Right. Use it as inspiration. All you gotta do is look around you. There's plenty of inspiration around you.
Yeah, holy shit.
So, Remember, I said it because I said it.
By the way, did you guys peep Jared's jacket? Lakers, you know what I'm saying?
Told you, Cali is active.
Let them get the sweatpants too, bro.
I hope you get all this.
Do you see it?
Right. Cali is active.
All right.
So yeah, check it out.
So back to the conversation on energy, energy alchemy.
Yeah, that's exactly. How you doing, yo? All right.
You can call it mental alchemy, or you can call it spiritual alchemy.
Yeah.
Either way, you're taking one form of energy and changing it into another, right?
That part.
Transferring it into another.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, energy is energy. So all the same all one spectrum, just different ends of that spectrum, right? You
Yeah.
got your negative, you got your positive, and you even got neutral, right? Which side are you at today? Changes from moment to moment, you know.
For sure.
But I will say, whichever side of that spectrum you're on is what's going to dictate the next moment for you, the next circumstance for you.
Mm-hmm.
Something negative will happen to you, something positive will happen to you, or manifest, however you want to say that.
For sure.
You know, so keep that in mind as well. Whatever the spectrum you're on, as far when it comes to this energy shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
So speaking of energy, I want to get on the subject of delayed gratification. Lately, I've been heavy on my fasting tip, right? Sometimes I'll go 24 hours, sometimes I'll go 18 hours, sometimes I might go 8 hours. But the idea of that is delaying the gratification, holding out on what you want right now. You hold out on that to reap the benefits of it. Because that energy is building. It's letting the energy build up.
For sure.
And not to mention, fasting has a whole lot of other health benefits for you. And mental, and spiritual, and physical. I'll let y'all do your research on that.
Yeah, comment on your ideas on that situation, right?
Yeah.
Because me personally, I think when it comes to fasting, I think I think it helps with the manifestation process. I think it really does.
That's what I was going to say.
I can't give you all the details on that, but I think it does happen though.
Yeah.
I think it helps it. Not really sure how.
Yeah.
Just from my experience, the times that I've done it, I think it speeds it up.
I think so
You
too.
know?
Hey, y'all.
It might have something to do with energy. I'm not really sure,
Yeah.
but I think it helps for sure.
Yeah.
But experiment with that and comment and let us know what you think about that.
Yeah. What are your results? What
If
do you
you've
do?
done it at all.
Yeah. If you're into fasting or delayed gratification, you tell me some of your results that you get when you do it. Me personally, I tend to manifest a little easier when I fast. I tend to manifest easier and faster. I get faster results.
And when we talk about fasting, when I mean fasting, I don't even consider fasting anything under 18 hours for me personally. Me personally. Yeah. I tend to gain clarity too as well, mental clarity, you know. Not only with fasting, but like I said, just delayed gratification in anything. That could be finances. If you got some money and you want to save up and you get the urge to spend right away on something that you see. A good example of delayed gratification would be holding out on buying it. You know what I mean? That's a discipline in itself. Holding out on buying it and waiting for a time till maybe it's cheaper. There's a discount, there's a sale. You know what I mean? That's just one example right there. Right. Let us know what you guys do, please. That's what we're here for. Comment, share, getting them comments, holla at us. I just want to say shout out to all the twins out there. If you're watching. Twin life, twin love. Twin love. All my West Side LA babies. You know what I mean? Long Beach babies. Long Beach too. East Side Long Beach. Right. That's where we at. To be more specific. Yeah. Yeah, and I also want to say, I love you, sister. If you're out there watching, if you see this, I love you. I appreciate you. Yeah, so which leads me to my next thing. I want to say, man, appreciate the ones that really hold you down, man. I don't take that lightly. You know what I mean? You go day to day, it's easy, and you go through things, and it's easy to forget and dismiss all that shit because you're so caught up in what you're going through right now, right?
sometimes things just get so rough or a little bit so challenging that you just forget that to thank the people that were there for you or even acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important too. You know what I mean? I say that because I was like, my sister hit me up yesterday, and she shared something with me that reminded me, man, that I still got a lot of good people around me, man. I'm very blessed. I've always been very blessed, but you know, it's good to be reminded and acknowledge that all the blessings around you. You know, me personally, I've always had, which is ironic, a lot of different women in my life that were there for me. What's up? What's up? All right?
Yeah, like motherly stuff, but on top of sisters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Because we really didn't grow up with a mom too much. We have a mom, but our mom was ill when we were growing up, so our dad basically primarily raised us.
On some masculine shit.
Yeah.
A lot of masculine energy.
A little imbalanced, if you ask me. You know,
Sure.
we was a little bit imbalanced growing up.
All right.
So I think the balance came in universally, actually, because I've been surrounded around a lot of good women my whole life that always held me down. You know, that was my biggest blessing. I didn't even know it till later in my life that I had always had really great women in my life, including aunties,
Right.
my sister,
Right.
girlfriends. You know, me personally, growing up as a young man, way long time ago, long time ago, I had lots of women in my life that always held me down. And I ain't never been the type of nigga to be, you know, no begging, thirsty ass nigga. I was just blessed that they just wanted to be there for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just reality. Everybody that knows me knows that. That's been the majority of my life. So I owe it all to the women in my life. So, and through that helped balance me out, you know, helped me understand. Helped me understand and recognize the power and the nurturing energy of women, man, you know. Especially when I had my daughter, I realized how imbalanced I was, you know, because we grew up around so much masculinity. You know, it was a little bit, it made me real imbalanced emotionally too, you know. I knew when my daughter was born, I had to turn that shit down, no, because naturally we come from an aggressive environment, and we was raised by so much masculinity. I was hella aggressive, you know. Needless to say, we fought a lot of fights. We fought a lot growing up when we was younger.
That was normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We fought a lot.
But I saw being in that mode all the time, you were always on guard. You know what I mean? You were always on guard, always turned up, always ready for war. You know what I mean?
War ready.
War ready, always. You know what I mean? But it was kind of confusing. It was not confusing, but it was, what's the word I'm looking for? I was kind of torn, you know? Because at heart, I feel like I'm a loving person, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard to, you know, I love women too, right? But it's hard to, like, be in Mac mode if you're always ready for war ready. You're always ready for war, you know what I mean?
Sure.
You can't do both, you know what I mean?
Right.
You can't be loving, but at the same time ready for a war.
Yeah.
So I had to make a decision which one I was going to be.
Yeah.
And I had to let that you know, that all that aggressive shit go, you know? I had to let it go.
For sure.
Because, like I said, I really truly believe I'm really mostly a lover at heart. So,
Same here.
I mean,
I'm a Pisces, baby. I'm a lover. But I got the spirit of a warrior.
100%.
So, all I'm saying is balance that shit out, man. Balance that shit out. And don't forget to acknowledge the ones that's there for you, man. You know?
So,
Don't forget to acknowledge that. What else? Shit. I'll say this much. I'm very glad, even though we got all this shit going on around us, like with the fires and shit, I got to say I'm very happy in the state of hip hop right now, the way LA is really killing shit right now. You know what I'm saying? That reminds me, we was talking about earlier with Joey Badass.
Joey Badass gives what he was
I
talking
knew the
shit
moment
about,
I saw when he said what he said, when I read that he had said something, or no, in a song that he put out, and I saw that lyric that he said, that line that he had about West Coast. I ain't gonna say it on here. I knew up top, he offed himself. He's offed himself. I was like, guaranteed, it's gonna be a gang of LA rappers making diss songs. Cause the first, I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I reacted. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga just gonna jump out of nowhere talking crazy about the West Coast? What? He didn't even say Kendrick. He just said the West Coast. So I was like, so I felt the way about that. Right. I ain't gonna lie.
Sound like some real hater shit.
Sound like some hater shit to me.
Because whatever issue you got with Kendrick, why you gonna diss the whole coast? You know? So,
but it's obvious, and it's clear that LA is on fire right now.
100%.
In a good and a bad way.
Right.
So you can't have the good without the bad. You feel me? So once again, this comes back down to balance. Remember that. You know.
For sure.
Shit. Every time something good happens, I ain't gonna say something bad is gonna happen, but the opposite reaction of that may happen, because with every reaction is an equal and opposite. With every action is an opposite and equal reaction. Feel me? So everything in life is paradoxical. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can't have love without hate, hate without love. You can't have good without bad. And that's all perspective anyway, in terms of good and bad, you know. It's all about your perception on that. But, yeah, man. Talk about this all the time. And I want to mention it again, man. Stay balanced in this thing, man. Stay balanced.
Sure.
As much as possible.
Stay up on your exercise.
Yeah.
Stay up on your healthy eating. Stay up on your spiritual health. Stay up on your mental health.
Yeah.
Stay up on all of it.
Yeah.
You know?
And you may not have time to go into the gym all the time, because we all be working and shit. Even if, you know, but make time. Everybody got time to hit a couple push-ups, man, in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Do something good for yourself. That ultimately is for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't,
ultimately,
you know,
the point is doing something good for yourself.
Do something good for yourself, man.
Yeah.
Even if that just, like, sometimes what I'll do is, like, if I know that I ain't been eating a lot of greens, a lot of salads, or nothing nutritious, fruit or vegetables, I'll just make me a little green drink. You know what I mean? Do something, man. Something good for yourself, man. Don't ever put yourself second. Put yourself first. Don't neglect yourself, man. You know. Yeah. Here, hold up for a second. I'm gonna look for this.
Yeah, so, you know, let us know your opinions, your thoughts in the comments. And please, I'm asking you, make sure you subscribe of all things, because that's how we stay connected with whatever we're talking about with you. You know, that's how we keep that connection to the subscription. So
please like and share, subscribe. So yeah, man. I don't know what it's looking like out there for everybody else. But one thing we got in common is that these challenges are bound to come. So don't run from it. Just get ready. Just be ready. Just try to stay prepared. Some shit you can't prepare for, but when it gets here, whatever it is, whatever challenge that pops up, man, face that shit head on. Now more than ever, I think it's time for people to start, if you ask me, start looking within. You know, all the hard questions that you're afraid to ask, start asking them now, man. Why put it off? Get to know you better, man. You know, this is the time. If any time is a better time to do it now. Do it now, not later. You know, if you got to get something off your chest and you got to say something to your mom or your pops, you know, like, Mom, I want you a better parent. Like I did my dad. We cool now, but we had that talk. I had to get that off, man.
Work out those mommy and daddy issues.
Yeah, work that shit out, man. Don't put that on your partner, man. They don't deserve it. You know, not if they treating you equally. Speaking of which, I mean, I'm the last person to be talking to about relationships and shit like that, because I'm not even in a relationship right now. But like, just remember that nobody is obligated to heal you or fix you. That's your job. So if you ain't been working on yourself, don't be in a rush to be getting in a relationship, especially out of loneliness, man. I see a lot of people do that, especially around wintertime.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit, I used to do it too, I think. You know, shout out to all my big girls out there. I love y'all. Y'all be keeping a nigga warm in the wintertime. And fast, you know. But real shit though, man. Yeah. Don't be It's time to fucking woman up, man. Own yourself, one yourself, love yourself, nurture yourself. Hear me? And I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. I'm glad y'all here. I'm glad to be here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love yourself for yourself. And we out.
Stay up.